welcome to Sorry in Advance, a Philly sports podcast where we talk sports, bust balls, and do whatever else we want to do. Let's get it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sorry in Advance. I don't know where I just went on my screen, but hey, I'm still here. There I am. All right. Scott could not make it tonight, and sorry I'm a little late. Still possibly coming back from vacation mode, even though I've been back to work. But it's good to be back. I still have a splitting headache, so I don't know how long this episode's going to be, but I figured I needed to get some things out. So first thing I'm going to go with is officially Bryce Harper has decided to enter the All-Star game, the Home Run Derby, which is pretty cool. So I'm very glad to hear about that because I'm hoping Schwarber, still will come in the Home Run Derby, but it's cool that Harper's doing it because, he's your guy. You really want to, no other way to put it. He's the face of your franchise. So it's really good to have him as, in the All-Star game. He should be, or Jesus, I don't know why I keep saying it. He should be in the Home Run Derby. What is happening? My computer is always messing up. But yeah, Bryce Harper should be in the Home Run Derby, especially for it being, at our home ballpark. Obviously, I would love for Schwarber to be in it. I think he should be in it. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, unless he just kind of, I don't know. You're the home run leader in baseball, so you kind of should be in it. Hey, Donna, thank you very much for tagging me. I actually saw it like 10 minutes ago, the tagging me in that video of It's Always Sunny, of what it's like for me listening to Tom McCarthy. So thank you. That really made me laugh. But yeah, Bryce Harper is officially in the Home Run Derby. I've been trying to find something to at least show it, but I also really liked his there we go. I also really liked his post about it, that he posted, just basically saying, home, Derby at home, sure, why not? I thought that was really cool. It makes sense that we're getting a flash flood right now too. I have literally so much water in my yard that you can't drive through my driveway currently. It is ridiculously flooded. My whole yard's flooded. My chickens are safe though. So, and it's still raining, so we'll see how bad this gets. Anyway, so it's very cool that Bryce Harper's going to do it. He has some competition though. This is not going to be an easy one to win. Because you have him, you have Ben Rice, you have Junior Caminero, Jordan Walker, Wilson Contreras, and Jacques Caglianone. Excuse me. There's two more people. I like Ben Rice. I think he's a good first baseman for the Yankees. I think Harper has a shot, obviously, being home. Junior Caminero has been on an absolute friggin' tear lately. Absolute tear. I was looking before, he had like 8 games in a row, I think, where he had a home run, and in one of those games he had 3 home runs. Like, it was absolutely insane. Let me see. He started the streak with a bang, swatting 3 home runs in Kansas City. That was on June 25th. And then had another one. It was like 5 games in a row. And then he missed, and then he didn't hit one another game. Following game after that, hit another one. It was absolutely insane. So, but to get back what I was saying, Bryce officially made it official today that he will be in the Home Run Derby. He won the Derby back in 2018. What's going to be interesting is who's going to pitch to him, because he already said his father pretty much isn't going to throw to him this year. He hasn't thrown, I think, in years. So I'm assuming he got that figured out. Maybe it'll be Zach Wheeler. It would actually be pretty funny if he got Zach Wheeler, since Zach Wheeler didn't get picked for the All-Star game. It's kind of confusing as to why Luzardo got picked instead of him as a fill-in, but I mean, nothing against Luzardo, as Luzardo doesn't deserve it as much as Wheeler does. Especially because like this could technically be Wheeler's last year if there's no baseball next year, but that's another what if. So we'll that's just a different story. That's another topic for another day. I think it would be a perfect opportunity if Bryce wins it. Obviously at home with all the bullshit that happened in the offseason. Him come in and just absolutely put on a show. And that it would be cool to win the chain. I don't know if anybody else saw the chain. But here is a picture of the chain that is it's something. it is definitely something because very bling. I have no problem with it, to be honest, because it looks pretty cool to me. I'm a fan of it. So here's the chain that you will get if you win. Obviously it's the Liberty Bell. Let me try and zoom in a little bit. I'm sorry. It's the Liberty Bell. It says Derby Champ. I think it's pretty cool. So it would be cool for Harper to leave with that little piece of hardware as well. He's also like Harper's definitely a different type of player. I mean, completely different position now, but 8 years ago was the last time he won. So, does he make it to the finals? Does he win it? Who knows? So I guess I would rather I'm curious what other people think if they want Harper in it at all. Obviously, if you had a choice between Harper and Schwarber, because there's a chance we might have both. It'd be funny if they had to face each other in the finals somehow, especially with them changing the rules. But it would be pretty cool to have both of them in it. Both of them make it to the finals. Then, the Phillies don't lose in the home run derby at all. With that being said, the All-Star game is next week at Citizens Bank Park, which is pretty cool. I'm not going. I know it would be pretty cool just to have Schwarber versus Harper. I'd feel bad for anybody in right field because it will be a war out there. And I'd feel extremely bad for anybody in left field because you're probably not going to get a ball in the final. So, for the All-Star game, Brandon Marsh is the only starter for the Phillies, which, sucks, but I get it. I can't really defend anybody starting wise, because no one else really deserved to start, in my opinion, from the Phillies, at least. The NL starting lineup, or not lineup, but it might be the lineup. Who knows? Will be Drake Baldwin. I don't see him leading off, so this isn't the lineup. Drake Baldwin, Ohtani's your DH. That I get it. It's I don't know. I'm not trying to be that person, but I'm like, yeah, of course Ohtani's the DH. Never mind that Schwarber has more home runs, extremely lower batting average. Ohtani and Schwarber, I think last time I looked, this was like 2 days ago. They were tied for RBIs. So I'm like, okay, it's Ohtani. It's always Ohtani. But I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, it's like Stott tried to just recreate Utley's 08 play from the World Series. So you have Drake Baldwin, much deserved as a catcher. Shohei Ohtani at DH. Freeman at first. I'm not going to argue against Freddie Freeman. He deserved it over Harper. So did Olsen for me. Sorry. Who's going to wear the crown of Philly? Marsh. Ozzie Albies at second base. Max Muncy at third. CJ Abrams at short. Brandon Marsh is starting, and I love that. I really do. Soto and Andy Pajes. And then for the AL, you got Shea Langoliers, Yordan Alvarez, Nick Kurtz for first base, Ernie Clement, who had the most votes, which that just doesn't make sense to me, but that's just me. Junior Caminero, obviously, Bobby Witt. Trout just came off the IL, so he's going to play. And then I saw a clip today of Eric Kratz saying that whenever Mike Trout comes up, they should just applaud the whole entire time. And I'm at the point where I'm like, no, he's not coming here. And if he does, it'll probably be in his age 38 season, owed $37 million in 2030. I was talking to Ben from the Swing and a Miss podcast the other day, and we both kind of agree on our feelings about Mike Trout lately. And that's the fact that, like, it's just what he has so many chances to leave that team, to request a trade. Somebody would have taken it to, with his contract years ago. Now, probably not so much. Now the Angels would have to eat a decent amount of money, probably. But Trout is just like, I mean, I feel like, I don't want to say a wasted career, but really could have been so much better. Like, to just stay on that in that franchise, and just, you had Hall of Fame talent, could probably still might make the Hall of Fame. Like Ben said it perfectly to me the other day. He's just like, you don't always have to go to New York, LA, the Yankees or the Dodgers. Like, go to Colorado, turn them around. You want to boost your offensive stats? Go to Colorado. You could have gone to Milwaukee. You could have came here. I don't know. I like Mike Trout. I just feel like his career path personally really just pissed me off now, because I'm just like, just wasted your chance. Like, I don't want to say went for the money, but if you didn't care about winning, like, and I understand if you want to say it's dedication, but it's like, that team is going nowhere and constantly going nowhere. Like, it's infuriating. Anyway, I don't know. Is Judge even going to be available? Like, isn't Aaron Judge still on the IL? I thought he was going to be on the IL for a few for a few more weeks. So yeah, he's not even, so that's going to get taken off. And Byron Buxton. So, I mean, again, this is as of July 4th. I don't know if anything's changed, so I apologize that I haven't gone that far. Harper was named as a legend pick. Harper was selected by Rob Manfred, so I'm like, of course. And then Verlander got picked as a legend pick too. And Verlander's retiring, which was recently announced, which is pretty cool. Good for him. Guaranteed. Should be first ballot Hall of Famer, without question. I don't know who's going to be in his Hall of Fame class, but it's he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer to me. I think it's cool that we finally get to also have. It's been quite an eventful month or so with Philly, considering we've had the World Cup here. We have, the All-Star game coming next week. It's been eventful, and I think it's cool that Citizens Bank Park is finally going to get a chance to kind of show a great atmosphere. I'm not going to the fan event this weekend. Two of my friends are, so that's going to be pretty cool. I think that it's a good opportunity to show how nice the stadium is, how hopefully non-shitty the city can be. I don't know. I hope it just, I can't wait to hear all 9,000 friggin' cheesesteak jokes that we're going to hear and whatever. And it's just, okay, where are you going to go for a cheesesteak? How many cheesesteaks have you had while you're here? And I'm like, because there's absolutely nothing else about the city that you can talk about ever. So officially for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh, Harper, Schwarber, Christopher Sanchez, and Duran going, which is cool. So we have 5 representatives. And like I said, I still think that Wheeler will get there. Someone else will still drop out. Like Skeens and Mizorowski already dropped out, so I think it'll get there. As for the, by the way, it's going into the bottom of 6, still nothing in the Phillies. So, again, Luzardo's given up 2 hits and Brady Singer's given up 1. So, good game. So, moving on to, I guess I'm going to do there's only a few games left. So, I'm going to do all, first half grades here. Just my opinion. Overall first half grade, I'm giving the team, I'm going to give them like a C plus B minus. Only because C plus B minus is the fact that the C plus side is the bullpen's really starting to piss me off. They have the games where they just don't hit anything, don't hit anybody at all. And it's good pitching most of the time, but it's just like, well, you're gonna have to hit good pitching. The B minus side is, now this is my overall grade, is because, and I liked Rob Thompson, the team turned it around and had the balls to fire the coach early. Didn't wait like the Mets did. And we're just like, we need to turn this around now. We're not waiting. We're a better team than this. The Mets waited until fucking the end of June to do it. The Phillies just were not waiting. And I liked Rob Thompson. I don't think he was 100% the problem. But I mean, the Phillies have one of the best records in baseball since he's been let go. The offense has, like I just said, been what it always is. It seems like there's days where if they don't hit a home run, they're non-existent. That I don't like. Bohm has definitely turned it around. He has really turned it around. I mean, there was a point where he was like the worst hitter in baseball. Don't get me wrong. He's hitting 222. Okay? He's hitting 222. But compared to how bad he was, he was fucking atrocious. I mean, through that's March, through April, he was hitting 151. Through May, he got it up to 210. And then through June, I mean, in the middle of June, he was up to 232. So, I mean, raising your batting average almost 100 points. Granted, in the beginning of the season, it's easier to kind of do that. But, I mean, he really went on like a good tear to get it back up. So, I mean, this month he has 1, 2. That can't be. Oh, no, I thought it said 72 hits. I'm like, what? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits in 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 16, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 27. So he's doing all right this month. But you have the end of you're going to have a week off with the All-Star break after this weekend. So defense, it sucks losing Garcia in right field. That sucked. He was really starting to turn it on too offensively. That sucks losing him for the rest of the year. They brought up Rinconis. He's been a decent fill-in. Derek Hill has been a ridiculous pickup. I don't, in a good way. I did not see Derek Hill being effective. He's hitting 290 something since joining the Phillies. Hill since joining Phillies. Let me see. Since joining the Phillies on June 11th, outfielder Derek Hill has been a massive spark plug. In his first 11 games of Philadelphia, he recorded a blistering 375 batting average, 9 hits, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Like, that's crazy. That's his first 11 games. So in this hitting with just the Phillies this season, Let me see. Luzardo just struck out. He's got 9 strikeouts. Fucking stud. With the Phillies this year, he is hitting 325, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 2 walks, 13 hits, and 18 strikeouts. Fits right in. So, defensively, I need Trey Turner to fucking, my God. Oh, it's infuriating sometimes watching him. And then other times he's just ridiculous in the field. Ridiculous, good and bad. The bullpen, if I could give them their own goddamn grade, outside of Duran, I'm giving you like an F. Good Lord. Why can't this team? I said it the other day on a TikTok. I'm just like, I don't understand why. I just want one season where, and this is going to be my next topic, at the trade deadline, the Phillies don't need. You can go get one, but don't need a bullpen piece. Like, someone commented like, oh, what team, because what team never needs a bullpen piece? And I'm like, that's fine. The Phillies need one desperately every single year, no matter what. We just got one of the best closers in baseball last year, and we still need one this year because, Alvarado is just, I don't know if it's because he's not on steroids anymore, isn't as good. Tanner Banks, who just went on the IL, can't, like, it's Backus. I'm like, Keller was a stud last year. Nope, not with us. Anybody could come here. I've joked about this many times. We could get Mariano Rivera. We could get Hoffman. Anybody. We can get Raleigh Fingers, and they're all of them in their prime. They will come here and for some reason suck. So, I'm giving Don Mattingly an A because he immediately. I love that it came out the other day that, like, the meeting he had with the team, and it's just like, how about you fight for me? I believe in you guys. Just fight for the team and everything. It's just, I don't know if it's not the daycare. Like, they need to have more fun. If it was too lackadaisical, or if you just needed somebody who would just push the right buttons in the clubhouse. So I don't know if that's Mattingly. Also, real quick topic. Mattingly came out and said he would come back and coach another year, which I found interesting considering it was very public that he didn't want to, manage. The writing was on the wall that when we brought him here, I feel like it was very easy to see, like, hey, if anything bad happens, you're going to be the manager. We're not bringing in Don Mattingly. We're not bringing in Don Mattingly just to come in and be a bench coach. Like, the writing was on the wall that things might have been already bad with Topper. But now them saying that, like, he's like, yeah, I'd come back. And I laugh because, Alex Cora is still they're saying, oh, the Philly's the most, projected place that he'll go to. And I'm like, why? Like, why? I'm like, unless it's already agreed upon, and he's just, oh, I'm going to take the year off, and then next year Mattingly will be here as a bench coach again, and then I don't know, why do you have to get Alex Cora to manage? Like, he was the Astros bench coach, he was the Red Sox manager. We all know what happened with that. The Phillies got another hit. Schwarber. He got fired, suspended, whatever, as part of the Astros stealing sign scandal, and then came back in 2020, and then was fired. He was fired after a 10-17 start this year. I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand why we need him. Did you see Kimbrel was being extra Kimbrel against the Yankees? Couldn't throw a strike to save his life. Yankees won 12-4. I didn't see it. I didn't watch that, but I saw it technically happening because I took the Rays to win the first 5 innings. So that did not work out. But anyway, and it was already got reported that, like, a day after his firing, the Phillies, or Dombrowski, called and offered Cora to manage the team as he was planning to fire Topper. And I'm like, I understand they can't release all the information to us, but I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. So I feel like that's kind of shitty. You're already calling somebody. I don't know. You're telling all of us, hello, mother. You're telling all of us, oh, we're not making a managerial change, but you've already called somebody to take the job of Topper. Whatever. Back to the original topic. I don't understand the automatic love for. I'm confused. Did Kyle Schwarber I don't know. I missed something. Anyway, I don't understand the love for just the automatic love for Alex Cora coming to be a manager. It's not going to fix the bullpen. It's not going to fix, the amount of strikeouts that we get. It's not going to fix, our fourth and fifth starters, And if it does, fucking fantastic. I hope it does. But overall, for the first half of the season, I'll give the team a C plus B minus. Trade deadline is coming up next month, and this team, I'm honestly, I've joked about it. I don't know what this team needs more. I really don't. Whether it needs a fourth or fifth starter, and I'm saying fourth or fifth because Nola is just incredibly unreliable. Whether you definitely need bullpen. You need all three. I just want to clarify. You do need all three. What you need more, do you need the bullpen, a right fielder, or a starter? My mom says pitching. I don't know what the hell Bohm just did. Anyway, so it's so funny too, because I said this 2-3 weeks ago, and I just want to put it up there because, of course. So oh my God, I still can't work a motherfucking computer. So according to Jeff Passan, who the Phillies should go after, best match is Jung-Hoo Lee from the Giants, who I have multiple TikToks of where I said it'd be cool if the Phillies went after Jung-Hoo Lee. He's an over 300 hitter who is a decent defender. He signed for a few years, and I'm just like, he doesn't hit for power. He hits for 300. He's doesn't, and I'm like, maybe, just maybe, we do things a little bit differently. We don't go after the home run hitter. We go after the guy that gets on base. He immediately should go to the top of the lineup. He should really, and I'm not even kidding, kick Turner right out of the fucking leadoff spot, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm fine with them going to get him. And the other thing is, too, I am perfectly fine that he is a lefty. He's a lefty bat. And I don't care. Because if everyone's saying you need a righty bat, you need a righty power bat, you need a right, and I'm just like, right, you say that. But if you get a left-hander who can hit anybody, then it doesn't fucking matter if he's a right-handed bat or not. Like, Jung-Hoo Lee, against, I'm trying to find it, and I wasn't going to get really hardcore into this, but I am now. He is hitting 308 with 5 home runs and 33 RBIs. His OPS is 777. That's 10th in the league. He is hitting 308. That is 6th in the league. His 5 home runs are 150 plus. Guess who else has 5 home runs? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Fernando Tatis Jr. I don't give a shit if you can't hit a home. Can they work all 3 moves in your opinion? Yes, but they're not all going to be good. So I think you're going to have to try for his splits for here, Jung-Hoo Lee. First lefties, he's hitting 304. First righties, he's hitting 310. Why does he have to be a right-handed bat if he can hit both? I genuinely do not care if it's a righty if you can hit both sides. Both pitchers. You know what I'm trying to say. And looking at this trade thing from Jeff Passan, it looks like he's saying they need to concentrate. The dream match would be Byron Buxton. and I know Scott said this, I would take Buxton if you could give me a guarantee in some way or another from Almighty God that he could stay healthy. He is unbelievable. He's very good in center field. He's a great hitter. He just can't stay healthy. Like I would gladly take Byron Buxton. But I mean, the amount of games he's played, so since 2015 when he was 21, the amount of games he's played, 46. That's a first season, so that doesn't really count. Second year, 92. 140, 28, 87. And then even in the COVID year, he only played 39. 2021, 61, 92, 85. He didn't play over 100 games again from 2017 until 2024. That's 7 years he did not play over 100 games. And then he played 126 last year, and he killed it. He hit 264. He had 35 home runs and 83 RBIs. And now this year, he has 25 home runs and 45 RBIs, and he's hitting 271. I love it, but he's constantly saying, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay in Minnesota. So to me, I don't know if that's him working with Minnesota saying, look, I'll try, I'll agree to a trade, but if it gets you a better deal. Because it's going to take a bigger haul. And I laughed that he put it right here. Tell me if you've heard this one before. The Phillies need outfield help. I'm surprised he didn't put bullpen help. But I just, he's got 3 more years of Jung Ho Lee, but he's 27. So you have next year, 28 and 29. But I mean, it's an idea. Like Arozarena, Ann happened, and Daniel Varsho are Dalton Varsho, they're the ones that are going to be. You're if you want to get better, you're probably going to have to trade for someone. And check this out: low strikeout, high average approach. Holy shit! What would it be like to have that on this team? I don't know. I just it's frustrating to me because again we're doing this again with the bullpen, and I just everybody just, why does everybody have to suck when they come here? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. As for starters, that's going to be interesting because there are options out there for starters. Excuse me. Let me go back. For relievers, the people, I know everyone wants Aroldis Chapman because the dude is just unbelievable at 38 years old, still hitting well over 100. He's got a 2.36 ERA and 18 saves for Boston right now, and Boston is done. Boston is having a terrible year. They're 5 games under 500 and 11 games out, but they are nowhere near. So maybe I shouldn't say done, but they are nowhere near where they should be. How far are they out of a wild card? Well, they're 2.5 games out of a wild card. That is actually insane right now. I didn't realize that. Anyway, they're still nowhere near where they should be. But you have Garrett Whitlock from the Red Sox. Hater, but I don't know. That's an expensive one. AJ Minter, and these are all relievers. But they're all going to cost you. Like anybody top, for pitching even. I don't know. Luis Castillo, I think is going to get traded from Seattle. I really do, and I think they make room for a hitter. I don't know if you look, because he's having a bad year. He's got close to a 5 ERA. So you can't. Andrew Painter's doing all right in the minors, so unless you're going to do the same thing that you did last year and hope that he's able and turns it up to up his trade value, because I think you piss so many fans off by waiting so long. Or excuse me, we waited so long, and we were just, it's his first year, I get it, but for him to come up and just really just show small flashes, ridiculously small flashes of skill, and then just never put it together. It just didn't look like, and then he goes down to the minors and he does all right. And it's just like, well, maybe he's a minor league pitcher. They should go for it since we're most likely not playing ball next year. I agree, because I think what's also interesting is I see a lot of people saying to trade Aiden Miller, which honestly I would, but the fact that he hasn't played one inning this year, he's still got back problems. His trade value's gone. Your biggest trade piece right now is probably Gage Wood. And like, he's doing very well. He's climbing up the minors quick. Like, he started last year, in A, and this year he went from A up to double A. I mean, he only pitched in 8 games in Clearwater, and then now he's up in Reading. He's got 28 innings pitched. Get off my screen. Got 28 innings pitched, 11 earned runs. He's got 39 strikeouts in 28 innings. So that's over a strikeout per inning. And his ERA is 3.44. But I mean, he's 22 years old. So that's your that's going to be your biggest trade piece. So I don't know. I really, this is good. I like this time of year and I hate this time of year, because I really just, it's so frustrating, because I wish this team didn't have so many needs. Like, and it's not like they're little needs. Like, oh, you could use this. Like, no, we need an outfielder. We need bullpen help. And we need a 5th starter, because we're paying for one to not play anywhere right now. Like, is Taijuan Walker anywhere? I know he left the Angels, so I don't know where the fuck he is. No, he's not playing for anybody right now. So, and we're paying him. We're paying Nick Castellanos. Is Castellanos even? I haven't heard his name. I have not heard his name anywhere. So he's not with anyone either. He hasn't played since May 31st. It's and we're paying these people. So I don't. I mean, our the other people you could obviously trade, just like Griffin Burkholder. He's a second round pick in 2024. He's having a decent year. There's so many. I don't know. I don't want to even keep talking about it. It's so fucking frustrating that this team has so many needs all the time. And it's not like we didn't even say this the whole offseason. You need to address this. But we were promised that Andrew Painter. So, I mean, I feel like this is the year, because if you don't know how much baseball you're having, you're reaching the end with some of these people. You're stuck with Turner. Like, it's like a Flyer situation. We're going to have to eat bad contracts if you want to get rid of these players. Harper's getting older. I don't expect Schwarber to hit 50, 60 home runs the whole contract. I wanted at least 55 first 2 years each. So, anyway, real quick, I wanted to show this too, because I don't know if anybody heard the drama with the All-Star jerseys, but apparently, like, people are upset that there's not going to be the whole NL-AL thing for the Home Run Derby, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I haven't liked a lot of the All-Star jerseys. So maybe it's just me. But like, I don't know if anybody remembers some of the All-Star jerseys, but I do, because some of them were hideous. So like, this is back in 97. And I was good with this one, because they're nothing, I love that they represent the city, like they have something in here to represent the city. Nice plane, nice lettering. It's fine. 98, It was in Colorado. It was a great spot to have a home run derby. Boston. Here's, they're changing it up a little bit. Whatever. I love that it's the same people, too. It's the same, like one of the same, but like back to back, it's Griffey, McGuire. This I remember was in Atlanta. 2001, still kind of plain. It's fine. Doesn't need to be anything special. That was in Seattle. And then this one in Milwaukee, still pretty plain. You just need American and National. 2003. This was in Chicago. Yeah, the White Sox. 04, National American. Nothing special. Then you started messing with, I will always remember this home run derby by Bobby Abreu. But colors started kind of changing. I get it. They're the colors of the team, by the way. Like I get it. And then this one, I completely forget, was in Pittsburgh. So I get I remember when Utley was in the home run derby, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing there? Get out. But some of these jerseys, I'm like, all right, they're fine. They're fine. I like the ones that were in Anaheim, Arizona, Kansas City. The Mets, that one's just hideous. We all know why, because it's the Mets. This was in Minnesota. Hey, Phillies took the lead. Oh, Brady Singer, who has 84 pitches in 8 innings. Once again, the Phillies are not taking pitches. Anyway, San Diego. So then here's for Harper in Miami. And then here's, this was back in Atlanta. No, Cleveland. Sorry. But I think I like these the best because they were they were fine. I love the color. I love the gold. It was nice. And then these are the last ones that came up in Seattle. So now people apparently are upset because there's not going to be an All-Star jersey. Fucking Derek Hill is unstoppable. So anyway, legitimately, people are upset because there's not a home and away because they're keeping it the same as the July 4th jerseys, which I am 100% okay with. You know why? Because it's the 250th anniversary of America, and everyone's going to bitch about something just like I am now. But I like it. What I don't like is the fact that, so with the All-Star patch, it's $225. Without the All-Star patch, it's $200. That's kind of bullshit. But anyway, I really like the majority of the jerseys with the American flag in them. I think the Cubs one looks good. The Dodgers one looks pretty good. Blue Jays, it's funny seeing the Canadian, leaf with our American flag on it. That's just funny. But I mean, I'll legit probably buy a Schwarber one. But I'm fine. Even the Braves one looks nice. I'm not complaining. It's just I find it hilarious that they should be patriotic. Yes, they should be patriotic, 100%. And I just feel like what are we complaining about? Oh, it's for the collectors. This is really what it's for. People aren't going to buy the one that has the All-Star patch. It has a USA 250. Let it go. So that was just very surprising to me that fucking people are really upset that there's not NL and AL. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're worried about nowadays. There's not more jerseys for us to buy. Well, there is. You just don't like them. Anyway, I had one more topic and now I forget what it is. I don't know. I'll wait for Scott to come back because I do have some other stuff. So, but hopefully the Phillies win this. I hope that, we're not going to be back until after the All-Star game, which is next week, Tuesday, July 14th. So on the 10th is the Swingman Classic. The 12th is the Futures Game. The 13th is the Home Run Derby on Netflix. Gotta love it. And then the 14th is the Home Run Derby or the All-Star Game. Jesus. The very unaffordable home run or All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. So, Mom, Donna, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I will see everyone next week. I think. I don't know. I'll have more to talk about. Oh no. Oh, Scott's going to be off again next week because he's on vacation. What a dick. All right. Well, maybe I'll have a guest on. Maybe I'll invite somebody from another podcast on. I've been trying to work on Chris Pronger. Also, yeah, it sucks that we didn't get Louis Carlson, but at least we weren't stuck with somebody for $18 million a year. And instead we just strapped the Anaheim Ducks with their cap. So that's going to be funny. But Donna, Mom, thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys next week. See you.